What is up? All right, we are doing some more nom playtesting. Again, I have grabbed a random hero out of the pool, and this time I got good old Dipsome's the Knight. First off, awesome border breaks on that. I'll say it. Even though I just noticed the cape or whatever that he has around him is a little bit cut off on the left side, but it looks cool. Hey, Kaj, how's it going, bud? So yeah, a little bit of play testing here. I learned my lesson from last night and trying to use too many hands. So I'm just using Psylocke along with him, who was also nominated this cycle. I kind of wanted to play test her because she's not technically in release state. She is in beta state, and she is currently on the nomination cycle. Immediately, I appreciate the fact that there is a playmat. I always appreciate seeing a playmat. So thank you, Dip, for that. As for Ghost, I know jack shit about him. I know the game a little bit. With the Hollow Knight, of course, being the game. I think I own Hollow Knight, and I've never, ever played it because I am distractible. So I'm going to put little Ghost, the Knights with Cannon, Psylocke, against my usual Klaw. I've already done the setup, discard cards until I get a minion. Defense networks in play. I actually discarded like 4 strong cards too, which I'll gladly take. Kaji, message me and let me know when you're down for continuing our campaign as well, if you're still here. All right, so with that being said, we're going to give first player to Ghost. Get these cards. This is a player side scheme. And 6, right? 6 cards? Absolutely. And then 6 cards for Cannon. So what do we got here? Ozo to the Mighty. And confuse our identity to shuffle this card back into your deck. I do not know why I would ever play this. I know it's free, but Sun confuse my identity to shuffle this card in my deck. I got here Ready Soul Knight, place 1 soul counter on the Vessel Soul. So his mechanic is that he gets counters on the Vessel Soul when he makes basic attacks, and then he can use those counters to generate wild resources. What do we got here? Old Nail, upgrade. The Knight gets +1 attack. Exhausted Theridium. Okay, so he's got some readying mechanics to him. That's good. I like that. What do we got here? Passing of the Age. SR is removed from the scheme. This one during counter here and each alert. So this just stays out. So wait, hold on a second. When the last threat is removed from the scheme, place one journey counter here, and each player chooses up to the number of cards equal to the journey counter from the discard pile and shuffles it into their deck. If there's less than 7 journey counters here, place 3 threat per player here instead of placing in the victory display. Okay, so it's canceling its victory until there are 7 journey counters. All right. It took me a minute to understand what the hell I was saying, because it's technically a victory and removed from the game, but it is removing its victory until it is completed. All right. Anticipation. All right. I think I'll keep his opening hand. How are we looking over here? This actually isn't too terrible of an opening hand. I think I'm going to get rid of the Sonic Flashback. And the Psychic Kicker to draw 2 new. X-Jet. All right, let's get this party started. Things first, I need to get the old nail in. So let's spend 1, 2 for the old nail. Spend 1 for anticipation. Flip. Now to attack, I will attack the whirlwind here. Exhaust. Oh, and I get a counter on this. Make a basic attack. Place 1 soul counter on vessel soul. Yep. Exhaust ready. Attack for 2 again. Gets another counter here. I will exhaust and remove 1 counter to Dream Nail to ready. And place 1 soul counter on this. And then I'll attack and defeat Whirlwind. So I think that's a pretty good opening hand, because Whirlwind's already dead. And I'm up to max counters on Vessel Soul. Is that ready as the Knight? This ready as the Knight. Okay, I'm just making sure. Yeah. All right. A lot of readying here. I don't mind that. Oh yeah, I need to... Oh, this is an action. That's right. So I'm going to find a copy of my Psykatana as an action. That is vital to my deck. It's ready, or flip. Shuffle. Shuffle is the word I'm looking for. All right. Now I've got decisions to make. So 2 to get Sonic Butterfly out. 1, 2 to get the Katana out. I might actually stay down first round so I can get X-Jet and then bonus cards. I think I will actually. In that case, why don't I keep this in my hand? No, because I still don't have the resource. Yeah, I'll actually end her turn there. I'll give her another turn to set up. Draw 5 cards. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hornets. Ventus Klaw. Giant 1. Basic attacks. Ignore the guard keyword. Cool, cool, cool. All right. 1, 2. Attacks Knight. Do I block for 1? Yeah, let's block for 1. The center's play. I take no damage, actually, because there's only 1 damage. Anticipation to ready myself. And then I'll just take the 1 damage from him. And schemes for 2. Encounter and counter. Friend. Got a lot of things to kill here. You whore. Yeah, let's get rid of the Psykatana, because I can just... Oh, I never got her hand back. Let's rid of the Psykatana, because I can just find it again. Over here. Action, get this back. That sucks. Well, at least it's psionic, so I can just, you know... Oops, not discarding that. I'm discarding this to pay for that. Do I spend the 3 to get Psyblades out? Or not Psyblades, but X-Jet. Because I don't want to stay down any longer. Let's flip. I will smack Tiger Shark for 1. Power the Mind to Cybo attack for 4 damage with range. Let's hit Tiger Shark for 4. Which readies Psykatana. Psykatana to deal 1 to Tiger Shark. I want to play X-Jet. I also want to keep Psyblades, so I think I will remove 2 threats. and end her turn. One, two. Let's get the Klaw out. I will make a nice lag and play that for anticipation. I will attack for 2 on him. I will come get me, bub. Then anticipation to ready. Should have one more counter on here. I will attack for 2. This to ready to attack for 2. Which are already at the max counters. I ignore guard with basic attacks. That'll end his turn. Almost, Kaji, if you're still here, I almost pulled one of your decks again randomly that are in the nomination cycle. Because I was looking at doing it randomly, and then I randomly grabbed your name, and I was like, no, I'm not doing 2 straight days of Kaji. I like your stuff, but I didn't want to overload Kaji decks when I'm playing here. Oh yeah, didn't I played this, right? Where the hell did that go? Yeah, I played one of these. So I would have healed 3 and gotten a tough status. I forgot to do that for myself. All right, so 1, 2. I did draw hands. Yes, I did. Attacks the Hollow Knight. I think I'm going to take this for no damage. So I keep my tough. It does not damage me, so it does not exhaust me. I do retaliate for 1. And I get attacked by the armored guard, who I'll actually defend against, so he doesn't actually knock my tough off. And I retaliate against him for 1. Attacks Psylocke. How many Sonics? I have 2 Sonics. I will use this and defend with ninja speed. I get +2 defense. So I take no damage. I don't even need to use the defense to take no damage. And then I get attacked by the weapons earner for 1. Oops, encounter over here. I accidentally did them in the wrong order, but I don't really care that much. It was no damage and 1 damage, so no damage got done anywhere. This little asshole. Ooh, this little asshole. We're rife with minions in this playthrough. Oh yeah, I could have discarded one of these, which I'm going to ready. All right, what's this do? Interesting. I think I'm just going to use it as a resource, though. I'm going to choose... Oh, wait, that's right. I already got toughness, so that doesn't really matter. I'm going to choose myself. 3 damage to each minion engaged with that player, so dead. And 3 damage on Melter. I did not exhaust Vessel Soul because I already had toughness. Excuse me, by the way. These are both good cards, so I'm just going to use this as a resource to get endurance. I will use this to ready and defeat Melter, who has the power to melt, of course. And then his turn. Psylocke will smack Radioactive Man for 1. I will then spend 2 for Psy Blades. I deal 4 damage to an enemy. Confuse it. Which readies Psy Katana. I'll use Psy Katana to deal 1 damage to Radioactive Man. I will then defeat Radioactive Man. I will flip face down. Maybe not, because we're about to go up here. Still haven't gotten the X-Jet in play yet. Ready. 4 cards. Temper! I like her character design. Not a big fan of the blue shade, but it is, ice. It does make sense. This. And he draws, or it, I imagine it draws 4 cards. Alright. 2 threats. Attacks Hornet. I will defend and spend 1 to cloak dashing. So I'm going to prevent all damage from this attack because I have to play it when I defend, so no damage. It would only have been no damage anyways. I remove 3 threat from a scheme. So let's move it from there. And I retaliate for 1. Then we get over here. I think Psylocke is in a good position to just take this attack. Yeah, let's just take the attack. First time all game, you want to do some actual damage, a little butthole. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she'll take the 1 from the weapons runner. You're here. Each master's minion. There's no Masters of Evil, so we discard. Or we search the deck and discard power for a Masters of Evil minion and put it in play gauge with you. We're just going to grab Melter. He is the go-to basic bitch dude. And then it still shuffles the encounter deck. It's part of the rules of that card. Even if you don't search there. Well, it attacks me. I think I am just going to have to block this for 2. 1 damage. First player. Oh, crap. I forgot I had Psionic Misdirection in my hand. Actually, it might be for the best. I think I'll use all 3 of these to get the X-Jet out. Actually, let's keep Psychic Assault in my hand. I'll use this instead to help pay for the X-Jet. You'll use this to hit for 1 damage on Melter. I will then 1, 2 to Psychic Assault, 3 damage and Confuse. 2, 3, Confuse, which readies Psy Katana. Psy Katana will deal 1 damage to Melter. I will flip. As an action, I will grab a Psy Blade and add it to my hand and end her turn. The Knight. See, I got Hornets. She gets range and piercing. Cool. It's a shame I've given up her team up. Play only if you control a weapon upgrade not attached to an ally, which I have the nail. Enter hero defends at 2 damage. Actually like that. What is this? Deal 4 damage to an enemy. My soul vessel is already exhausted, so this to ready. Deal. Let's just knock the weapon runner out. I need to start removing some damn thread here. I will spend... These cards look all fun and everything, but let's get the Vengeful Spirit to do 4 damage. Defeat this. And it still readies Vessel of Soul. Which doesn't really matter, because I can't do anything else on this turn. So I'm just going to end turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready. One more card. 2. Tries to scheme, but is confused. Attacks the knight. Only if you have the Howler Nest. Just also choose a player. That player returns top most card in their discard pile to their hand. We got here. Howling Wraith. Steal 3 damage to an enemy. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Okay. All right. All right, I see some things here. Attacking. I'm actually just going to take this. Let's knock the tough off. Finally. For no damage. And we get an Excel. And encounter and encounter. Please do not advance. Either spend one of each or exhaust my hero. Well, I was trying to heal. So this is a bit of an asshole thing to do. So let's 1, 2, 3. Tiger Shark is back. Back again. First player moves on over here. One. Actually, do I want to? What do I want to do here? Because if I use this to pay for this, and this is 9 damage to an enemy, which I wouldn't mind, actually. So yeah, let's use this. Last counter. 2... Hold on. Let's use the counter to get depth focus. Depth focus. 2, 3 for Howling Wraiths. We'll deal 3 damage. Or no, I have to use the Vessel of the Soul to do the 6 damage. So I'll use... Do I have a Vengeful Spirit in my hand? Oh no, I had Depth Focus in my hand. That's right. Vengeful Spirit's gone. Let's spend 1 then to get Depth Focus. 1, 2, 3 for Howling Wraiths. It gets me 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I will attack Tiger Shark for 2. Ready. Attack Tiger Shark for 2. And save Hornet for a little longer. I think I've been forgetting the Retaliate a little bit. Yeah, actually, there should be 1 more damage on him from when he attacked me when I had toughness. That will... Oh, 2 basic attacks, so 2 counters go on that. That will end the knight's turn. Over here, action to get side blades. I enjoy getting my side blades. Now, I can spend everything to get aggressive conditioning, which would not be a bad idea. Let's... 1, 2... Oh, I have to have the X-Men trait, so I can't even use that right now. 2, 3 to get aggressive conditioning. I'll heal for 3. My health is now maxed out at 14. I'll flip I will exhaust to deal 1 damage. Oops. Haha, healed you. Ah, I fooled you. Fooled you. And that ends my turn. I'm short resources. Ooh, it's time to Psyblade the hell out of somebody here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I would love to get Hornet in. What's this do? Exhaust Monarch Wings. Root 2 threat from a scheme. Ignores the crisis icon. Okay. Alright. I neglected the balls. So this scheme's out. Discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded, put into play, engage the first player. Alright. Not a lot of thwarting happening right now. Psylocke can confuse enemies, but with me flipping so much, it hasn't really had a chance to happen yet. Alright. Attacks the knight. I will... I mean, I'll only be blocking for 1. I'll take it. For 1 damage and discard 1 random card. Rude. And then attacks for 3 and gets toughness. I was really hoping to play this. Attacks Psylocke. Psylocke as well will just take this for 2 damage. And then everybody gets attacked for 2. Counter. We go Arms Factory, who comes in with 5. Before Hinder existed. This fucking card again. I guess I'm flipping down again to get my frickin' katana back. Over here. One, 2 Psyblades. 4 damage to an enemy. Let's knock us into the next stage. Search for the Immortal Klaw. Is that already discarded? I didn't even notice it. Yeah, look at that. It's 46, not 4,000 or 24,000, whatever that just put there. 46. Weird. All right. He is confused. And I remove 1 threat from his scheme for playing a sonic resource, or playing a sonic card with a resource, which this would not have been out in play yet, so I'll remove it from this. I will then spend 2 to Psyblades again. 4 damage. Remove 1 threat from his... Remove 1 threat. Remove. Lag. Remove. Get Devin D'Angelo in. Shit. I do kind of need the flip here. Flip. Heal for 3. I will Weapon of the Hand, and I can shuffle a Sonic card in my discard pile into my deck. So first we will get my Psy Katana. And then I will shuffle a copy of Psyblades into my deck. That will end turn. Knights. All right, Knights. Use Vessel Soul and Vengeful Spirit. or not Vengeful Spirit, Death Focus, play for Vengeful Spirit. 4 damage to an enemy. If you exhausted Vessel of Soul to pay for this event, which I did, this gets ranged, then ready Vessel of Soul. Did I remove the counter? I want to say no. Attack for 2. This one here. Also, he attacked me. He would have actually died before he got his stuff on because of Retaliate. And like I said, I'm going to keep forgetting Retaliate. I'm just going to keep forgetting it. Sorry. Maybe I don't use Hornet. Maybe I use this. And this to what doesn't kill me. Heal 2. Ready. I will then attack for 2. Counter. Ready. Attack for 2. Counter. And turn. I do want to flip him down soon. Okay, game. Okay, Sonic Sheathing. Now, once I play Sonic Sheathing, I'm going to have to choose other cards to get rid of with that fucking card. Hey, other Psylocke. I've always hated the picture on this card. We talk quite a bit in the community about like properly centering cards for what's going on. I feel like they centered it more to make sure we saw that she had a sword in her hand. Betsy Braddock has got so much comic art they could have chosen from that it was better than this. And this is just not great. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've gone through the deck again, right? No, we haven't. Schemes for 3. Attacks the Hornets for base 1. I'll defend. This is an action. I'll use this to cloak dashing. Prevent all the damage. So it would have been 3 damage to prevent all damage, and then I remove 3 threat from a scheme. And then I don't have any minions engaged with me, so never mind on that. Right. Encounter and encounter. Shit ass. And then hero claw attacks. Scheiße. Oh yeah, he got retaliated against. I'm just gonna take this for 1 damage, which places 1 threat on main scheme. And he gets retaliated against. And that ends the villain phase over here to the knights. Do I want to just put Hornet into play now? It's been fucking long enough. Hornets. Ready. Kill this guy. I'm going to flip. Hornet will attack the villain. She's got range and piercing, so she doesn't get retaliated against. And end turn. All right. Let's get a Side Blades in my hand. And then I get to put a Sonic card in my discard pile into the deck. Should probably say from your discard pile into your deck. Let's get. Oh, look at this! Another Side Blades. I will flip. I will remove 2 threats. Also, he shouldn't have schemed against me because he was confused. You know what? He'll keep it this round because he's down. I remove this. I remove 10 health. That's just me being me. Haha, 2 hands. Look, mommy, 2 hands. 1, 2. For the katana, that is a psionic card, so remove 1 threat from his scheme. Remove it from main. Let me spend 1 on Sonic Sheathing. Now these are both permanents. Alright, exhaust this to deal 1 damage. I get retaliated against, which sucks. I will then, now my next card is -1. Use Psylocke to pay for Psyblades. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. He's already confused, so remove 1 threat from his scheme. Get retaliated against. That readies Psy Katana. Psy Katana will deal 1 damage. I get retaliated against. Everything I just sealed for myself is already gone. Next card is 1 less resource. Do I actually want to Psyblades again? The cost of this? No, I don't think so. I think we're good. Ready, draw 3. I'm a bit tired of getting smacked against. This. Draw 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3. I think I also have been forgetting to give the extra cards, so I'll make sure to do that. Schemes. It is confused. Attacks. I will defend with ninja speed, which is +2, so defend for 4. I would have taken no fucking damage anyways. I will discard Psyblades to ready myself. Encounter. You know what? Because I did this, missed at least 1 or 2 turns. Hey, Havoc, how's it going, bud? How's your trip doing? Your little visitation, hopefully well. Massive evil, no masses of evil, so we search the encounter deck and discard pile for a masses of evil. Where are you, Melter? And this Claw heals 4. Well, that's a bit of a dick thing to do. Gang up. I'm getting attacked again. I need to stay ready so I can move threat. So let's just take this like a champ. For 3 damage. Oh, Jesus Christ. So schemes for 3. You're home. Oh yeah, that sure. Oh, you're about to stream with Joshy tonight. Oh, maybe I'll raid you with my probably 0 people watching other than you right now. Shuffle that back in. That's all the encounters. This goes back over here. All right. Attacking is probably not my best my best option right now. Let's Sonic Butterfly to get Kanai out. This gets 3. Play to Psionics, so I remove a threat from a scheme. I will remove 2 threats. I will put Shinobi Shaw into play. Oh shit! Actually, hold on. Let me sequence this better. So this is in my hand. This is in my hand. This was not in my hand because I discarded it to ready myself. So ready. Put the 2 threat back on here. All right. First, 1 damage to Melter. It reduces the cost of next card play by 1, so we play this for free. This is now ready as well. Which means I don't get to remove the 1 random threat that I removed. Oh well. But that readies this. Deal 1 more damage to Melter. Reduce cost the next card to play this turn by 1. Let's overpay for Shinobi Shawl anyways. Exhaust Shinobi Shawl to deal 1 damage to Melter. Exhaust Psylocke, spend 2 resources to remove 2 threat from a scheme. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Flip. Exhaust 3. Get a copy of Psyblades back to my hand. Shuffle a copy of Psyblades into my deck. And end turn. I might actually lose this from scheming here. Got a heal for 5. Ready? One, 2, 3. Damn it. Stop. 4. To get Soak. Sly, excuse me. After enters play, search my deck for and discard pile for a card with slash in the title. It is very niche. Name your cards, please. Vengeful Spirit. Cyclone Slash. Only slash I see. Remove 1. I use this to... I don't remember using this. Ready. Remove 1. Spend this to ready. This gets a counter. Remove 1. Remove 2. Attack for 2. I can't afford any of this. End turn. Five. I do have a Chump Blocker and Hornet, though I might use her to attack. And 5. Look at all these Psyblades. 1, 2, 3. Schemes against Cannon for 1, 2, 3, 4. Another scheme and I lose. Attacks the Knight. I might just take this. He's got plenty of health. And I have no defense in my hand. Yeah, I'm just going to take this. For, oh my god, 6 damage. That was like the most I could possibly take in this fight. Encounter, flip, surge. Alter Ego, discard a random card from my hand. That's a bit dickish. What do you know? It's a copy of Psyblades. Only had 3 of them. Next card. Shadow of the Past, which brings Yokai, which brings Forced Alliance. This forces Possessed. Real late game Possessed. Spiritual Possession. So when there are 6 on here, and then these get shuffled in. Over here. And the Shade Minion and Lord of Shade side scheme. Reveal them and remove this card from the game. So the Shade, Lord of Shades. Knight is the only one who can remove from here. Vessel of Soul cannot be readied. Well, that sucks. Quick strike, so he attacks me for 3. Rude. Threat cannot be removed from the Lord of Shade. Guard tough. Okay, that was an awful fucking turn. Oh, okay then. Oh my god, that was just bad. Bad. Let's knock the tough off. Use this to ready. I will then spend this, and this to deal 3 damage each minion here. Defeats him. I did exhaust that to put this in, so he's there. I'll deal 2 damage to the Shade to remove that. Actually, hold on, because I need to start moving threat. Let's have Hornet defeat him. Sly, excuse me, will remove 2 threat from. Only the Knight can remove it from that. Move from here. I will remove 1 threat from here. I need to stay up. I really do. Oh yeah, an enemy was defeated, so Spiritual Possession gets 2, because 2 enemies are technically defeated. I'm only going to be able to do 6 damage with this, which I can use to knock out Yokai. So let's do that. Let's just kill Yokai. 1, 2, 3. Deal 6 damage to Yokai. Which puts another Spiritual Possession on this. She's about to lose control. Also, does this guy, when defeated, remove him from the game? Okay. Because I looked at this and this removes from the game. And he's not in the victor display. He's just removed from game. All right, what do I got here? I got to do something. Let's heal for 3. Let's grab Psyblades, and then I get to shuffle a Sonic card from a discard pile into my deck, which I will grab. Let's grab this because it's got range. Let's get Scimitar in. I need to flip. Deal 1 damage to Weapon Runner. The next card costs 1 less resource, so let's Trained Assassin. Which actually doesn't ready my Psionic. Yeah, that's good. So that's fine. You know, it's fine. Sonic Butterfly and X-Jet to Psyblades to deal 4 damage to an enemy. Confuse. He retaliates against me. That readies Psy Katana. Use Psy Katana to deal 1 more damage. Also, this would have procced and done 2 damage. I'll hurt myself to generate the wild resources for this. Ready. I remove 4 threat from his scheme. Also, I should have removed a threat when I use this to pay a Psionic. So let's remove 1 from this. Actually, this is, they're both kind of shit. Um, This to deal 1 damage to him. That is not me. That is Shinobi Shaw doing that damage. It's also not an attack. I don't have the resources to deal with Psyblades. So let me take 1 damage to Saikanai, move 2, deal 2, I get 1 back at me. Oh man, this retaliate is really a thing that I'm refusing to deal with. Ready, draw 3. I might die. I get encounter card. I mean, neither of my characters in a good space right now. 2-player side schemes. Fantastic. All right. 1/2, 1/2. Attacks the knight. I'm going to take it with my toughness for 2 damage. Attacks Psylocke, who's got to defend herself or die. So defends for 2 against 3 damage, so takes 1. And she has to exhaust each ally. She doesn't have any, so she's clinging. 2, 1. After a character is defeated, yokai summon attacks players engage with. I should probably reword that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dead. Sly has to block this. So defeat Sly, and then each hero takes 1 damage. So hanging in there, I guess, would be the more accurate way of describing what's going on right now. That is a shame. That is a fucking shame. Do I have 1 of everything? I do not. Of course I don't. Why would I? Exhaust, deal 1 damage. Let's knock the tough off. Next card is -1. Cybo attack. Actually, what am I doing? This to Cybo attack against the villain, since this is range. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove 1 threat from a scheme. This happens, I deal 2 damage to an enemy. One, 2. Oh wait, then I played a psionic, so this readies. Deal 1 damage to the summons. -1 on my next one, so I can just 1 from the jet actually to defeat this guy. Puts a 4th counter. Shinobi Shaw will deal 1 damage to the yokai summons. Let's just rip this bandage off. It's my 6th. So I swap my identity, become Psylocke and white, and I have these cards now. Klaw, yeah, Klaw is messing me up right now. I've had like 2 turns that were completely awful, and those have destroyed my game. Jesus. So my new hit point max is 15 plus the 3, so 18. Which means I get 4 more hit points. I'm gonna flip heal for 5, which forces me to flip back into hero form. Oh yeah, I'm possessed. This comes in with 20 counters. And I can't play any of my cards because now I have to play by Psylocke and White's rules. So that's going to end her turn. The Knight. I'm in a bad spot here. I'm in a real bad way here. Oh yeah, this can't ready because that side schemes, so I will remove 1. I will ready. Remove 1. I will use this to ready. Get this. Remove this from the game, which gets me this. What the hell does this even do? After I play an event, exhaust it, increase one of its numerical values. Okay, by 1. I like that. This is now the most important card that I own. So 1, 2, to get this, to remove threats that ignores crisis icons. So remove 2 threats. I keep forgetting that I have retaliate. I can't get this. Do I stay face up? What is he about to do? He's about to get 4, which is going to push it to 11. I think I need to go down and end turn. Five. I get 5, so 2 more, and then a spirit card that has to be the first thing I play. All right. So I might end up playing this and nothing happens. Oh no, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack Psylocke and White. Who is going to just take it? Fucking hell. It does damage me. Oh my god, it actually... What a waste. What an asshole. What an asshole. That was an undefended attack, so there's an ego counter on Shinobi Shawl. Schemes, but it's confused. Encounter, encounter. And then 1 more encounter. This card gains Surge. Villain. Yeah, this card gains Surge. Discard a card at random from his hand. Rude. Get into the actual discard pile, please. First player. Heal. Flip. I'm going to ready. Deal 2 damage to this. That way she can defeat it with Shatter and remove at least 3 counters from her possession. I will spend... What am I even thinking about? 1, 2, 3 for healing Wraith, her Howling Wraiths. Deal 3 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Defeated. Oh my goodness. All right. I already know how I feel about Psylocke. Apparently I need to fix the Yokai Summons text. How do I feel about the Knight? Let's look at his cards. Just get out of here, counter, for the love of God. Vengeful. Get rid of this, get rid of this. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This, yeah. This one is not part of his deck, but it is part of this deck. Yeah, I think I've got everything. What do I think about him? What do I think about the Knight? He's fun. He's a lot of reading, and I enjoy a lot of reading. I kind of feel like there's waste on this side. Yeah, like yeah, 5 recovery is a lot, and that's probably why there's no ability on here. But I've never been a big fan of blank text, or like an alter ego or hero side that doesn't have an actual ability. I don't think I was ever going to use the focus action on here, which by the way needs to be italicized. Dip. Old Nail, good card, very necessary. I was lucky to get it pretty fucking early. Ready yourself and +1 attack. Well costed. Good picture. I'm assuming that what he's holding in his hand is the Old Nail. Vessel of Soul is set up. I was worried in the beginning that I was going to sit here and have times where I just would always have 3 souls on it. But yeah, there were, because of the lack of thwarting in this, there were actual turns where I had to dedicate myself to ready, thwart, ready, thwart, ready, thwart. It managed to work out pretty well. So I have no comments on this. It's just a regular good card. Vengeful Spirit, I liked it. I don't think I got to use the Vessel of Soul part of it too much, but it's still a good card. 3 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage. This is another really good card. This one right here. Tough status. I didn't get the chance to Desolate Dive too much. There's not a lot of minions in this encounter for this to get all that much value. It's still a good card. I wouldn't say it's one like up here with these ones. Though getting tough statuses is never a bad thing. This is an amazing card. It prevents all damage, so it's a better what is it, Not Today? Is that the one that no, that's not today. That is it Not Today? The thwart one? Yeah, it is Not Today. It's just a better Not Today. You do have to dedicate yourself to defending in order to use it. Dream Nail is a great card, especially if you use a resource from Vessel Soul to pay for it, because it just essentially puts it right back on it. Mantis Claw, I did forget Retaliate a little bit. I probably missed out on like 3 or 4 damage. But the Ignore Guard keyword, also really good. Void Art that you get from completing your little objective. I didn't get a chance to use this. So I really don't have a comment on it. It looks good. So it was probably going to be pretty good, but I really didn't get a chance to use it. This might be undercosted. It probably needs to go up to 3 cost to be fair, because 2 cost for something that removes 2 threat every turn, ignoring crisis icons, is extremely strong. I know it's not adding any statistical value to you, but after 3 uses of this, you've essentially paid for it. And then anything beyond 3 uses is just making it that much stronger. The ability to ignore the crisis icon, again, is also that much better. This probably should be 3 cost. Right now it is. It's the only card I'd say that is a bit overpowered. Last stag, bug, persona. I didn't get a chance to use this. I think I had it in my hand and I'd use it as a resource. It looks good. Nothing too amazing. Aspect cards. I liked Hornet. I really liked Hornet. Sly. Sly affects only 1 card, doesn't it? And who the hell is Sly? I don't know what Sly is. Is the little bug on the bottom right? I don't know what Sly is. I'm not familiar with the source. Search your deck for a card with slash in it. I mean, if you're playing your custom cards and that's only 1 card, there's not a card with slash in it in the base game, is there? I'm trying to think now. It's one of those things where suddenly I don't know. Yeah, there's no cards with slash in it. So yeah, you're using Sly just to get Cyclone Stash. I did enjoy a 4 cost 5 hit point 2/2. That might be a bit strong. That might be really strong. What's this one do? Ready the Knight and Hornets. Check for a Hornet and then add it to your hand. This seems totally fine. It might actually be overcost. You might be able to pay 1 for something like that. Because it requires both of them out there, which is an additional cost on its own. So I'm a bad person to give feedback on player side schemes because I really don't play them that often. I've made 2 player side schemes for characters, and I made like another 3 from the Thunderbolt set. I don't do a lot of player side schemes. Actually, now that I think about it, I just made Lady Mechanica, and she has 8 player side schemes in her deck, and not even in her deck; they're off to the side. Last threat is removed from the scheme. I'm not a big fan of this one because the ability is awesome on it, but if you're not the first player on your turn to do this, then every character that went before you gets nothing out of this. And then it gets discarded flat out if anybody takes damage. I don't think this is a good card. It's got too much on it, like in terms of starting threat. It's not. I don't think this is a good aspect card at all. I would never play this. It'd just be resource every time. Passing of the Age, I think, is a decent card. Again, I don't put too much value in playing player side schemes. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's overpowered. It just seems like a decent card. Cyclone Slash. It's extremely situational. And is the Klaw thing? That's an item. Yeah, I don't know why I'd play this. Why would I? You misspelled exhaust for starters. I just noticed that. You may exhaust an identity specific weapon upgrade. I mean, it's not terrible by any stretch. I don't see any reason why I'd ever play this. May exhaust identity specific weapon upgrade. Well, in this deck, the only identity specific weapon upgrade is the old nail, which readies me. So I'm getting nothing out of this. I'd ready myself on the enemy turn, sure, in case I get attacked again, but I don't know if I'd say that's better than ready myself with old nail. I mean, I guess it's accomplishing the same thing. I just ready out of turn. I still don't value it that much. Deal 2 damage to each minion. You're not getting value on this unless you have a lot of minions engage with you. Cloth. Remove cloth from the game and deal 3 per person damage to the game. It's not. That's pretty good. He might be a bit strong, but it's still a really good card. Zod of the Mighty. I refuse to play this. I don't even want to acknowledge it. When defeated, stun and confuse my identity, and it shuffles back into the deck. I don't have a choice on that. You don't have choices on when defeated. I don't know why I'd play that. Dirt Myth. You misspelled. It's Darth Mouth on the alter ego action, so another typo there. Exhaust Dirthmouth. Choose a player. That player returns top most card in the discard pile. It's not a bad ability. I actually like it. I just didn't get a lot of value out of it because I wasn't flipping. So that's kind of where I'm at with this cards. I like this. I can see a good case for it being put into the actual review, which, heads up, we've got only a few more days left. I think they said Friday for the seal, for not seal, but for everybody to get their votes in. Again, I'm not voting. Yeah, voting ends Friday night, according to Ripper. Why did somebody say 5 weeks? So I guess it was only 2 weeks. Yeah, somebody said 5 weeks. And it's actually 2 weeks. Yeah, I can see this getting. Again, I'm not going to vote for anything. I stay out of this phase as much as possible. I'm not voting for anything. I can see a good case for this going to the next phase and going through the actual seal process. I could definitely see myself playing this again, preferably with a dedicated thwarter, because he does not do thwart very well. All of his thwart, yeah, like actually he does thwarting decent, but I guess got unlucky with getting the Monarch wings so late in the game where I just wasn't able to do anything. All in all, yeah, really, really well made. I I enjoy decks that play with cards that are in play, like how a lot of these events play with the old nail. It seems to be a running theme for a lot of decks right now. Yeah, yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. Dipsome, this is good. I've enjoyed a lot of the content I've seen you make so far. A lot of the stuff that I've actually gotten my hands on, I think it's pretty well made. I can definitely see this getting sealed if it makes it that far. That being said, I'm gonna go down my stream there. I know Havoc has started to stream, so I'll raid with the myself. I'm gonna end up raiding Havoc with only myself. That being said, yeah, I'm gonna go down to my stream there. Have a good night / morning / day, wherever you might be. Take care of yourself. Yeah, ciao.